Welcome back everybody, this is my No Man's Land survival challenge. So in this series what I'm doing is trying to follow the same sort of rules that Chainsaw100 and Daggerwin are doing in their multiplayer survival series. In today's episode we have a few jobs to do. The sorghum field's ready to harvest and so is our barley over here. So what we're going to do first is we're going to get the combine out and we'll just set a worker off doing the sorghum harvest. And then what I'll do is I'll get up to the store because I want to get the field that we marked out in the last episode. I want to get that ploughed in, get some lime on it and get it ready to seed with grass. So we'll probably end up letting the plough go through the sorghum field as well. We'll just start the combine on the far edge there so that if the plough catches it up, I'm not sure if it will or not, then it won't be in danger of hurting the crop. I'm sort of hoping that this is going to be the last time we use this combine after we've done the barley, of course, and then we can be in a position to afford something a bit bigger soon, or until the next crops are harvested. This is going to be a fairly big job for a plough to do, so we will get a bigger plough. Now we have the Fendt 1050. I think we can run anything in the game. So what I'll do, as always, I'll just take the headland off at the top here so that we don't have an issue with a collision of this rock to the right. We'll also take the cattle trailer I bought in one of the first episodes up to the store and get that sold now that we know that Chainsaw and Daggerwin aren't using cattle transport for their animals. We bought it in a sale anyway, so it was cheap to start with. Right, so work can get going there. I think it's going to fill up fairly quickly, so we'll have to be dropping back in on it just to empty it. So I'm not sure what it's going to be worth, but it's better than nothing. I'm just going to move some of these flowers as well because the storage is full. I did move these before I ended the game. Before I ended the last game, I should say. So we'll get these up to the sell point, probably once we set the plough off. Okay, I'll see you all up at the store. So here we are at the store, and I've already had the message to say that the combine's 80% full. So it's probably going to stop before we can get down to get it emptied. Okay, so it's only worth 2,800, but it doesn't need repaired. We'll repaint it, which is going to cost 1,619. So what would that make that? 889, 349, 449. Yeah, so we made about $200 extra by repainting it. So we'll just sell that. Okay, and we want to buy a plough. We've got two options. This one here that's 6 meters. This one that's, well, basically it's 5 meters. I'll maybe just stick with this. You know, for another 15,000, you're only getting just over a meter more. There's no options on it. Alright, so I'll get down to the field, we'll get this set off, and then I'll get in the Massey, most likely, and get the combine unloaded. I'm just going to put this on a worker. I'm not sure what they're going to make of the rock in the middle there, but no doubt we'll find out in due course. I think the biggest limitation of this combine isn't so much the width of the header, but it's the size of the grain tank on it. You know, just over 4,000 litres really doesn't get you far with a high yielding crop like sorghum. Okay, so the next job, we might as well see what we've got to sell up at the store. So we'll get these flowers picked up, and then we'll get round for the planks and the furniture. So also, I'll just take this opportunity to thank everyone for all the likes and the comments on the videos. And if you're not subscribed already to the channel, would you please consider subscribing? It'll definitely help me out, help the channel out. Okay, so that's the flowers loaded up. 14,000 litres, so that should give us a fair old bit of profit there. I'd like to, as well, start getting some more beehives across the map, just to get better coverage on the fields. So at some point we'll do that. So just before I load these crates, you can just see that the combine stopped there, so we'll go and get that emptied. Okay, so we've got 9,000, well, over 9,000 litres of planks in storage, so I'll get these loaded up, and I'll see you on the way up to the store. Okay, so that's everything loaded up. I actually thought I was going to nudge a set of pallets off the back there, but seems to be plenty of room. So I've only got one pallet of furniture, but another pallet of planks did spawn, so we got quite a bit on. Yeah, 16,000 litres of planks. So just before I head up to the store there, the combine is full again, so I'll just pop over and get that emptied. So the combine won't quite empty. There's going to be sort of 1,500 litres left in it. Not sure what to do with the sorghum. I was originally using it as chicken food, but someone did say that it's actually barley's probably the best grain to use for that. And we're about to have a huge field of barley harvested. So I haven't looked at the price of sorghum just yet. I know we can turn it into flour. I'm not sure if it gives a better yield or something like that than wheat or oats. So if the price isn't high for sorghum right now, then what I'll probably do is just leave it up to you guys to tell me what's best. We are going to have to get a bigger trailer soon. This 12,000 litre one is definitely not good enough for us anymore. So hopefully I can just catch the combine on its way back down. We'll get it emptied and then I'll get over to the store with the planks and what have we. So I'll get this all up to the store and hopefully we make millions. Right, so here we are. Well, it wasn't millions, but $110,295 is pretty good. So while I'm here, I might just stick the Deutz in for service. Okay, so that's the trailer back now. We'll just go back over and finish off the sorghum, and then we'll bring the harvester over and it can make a start on our barley crop. So I'm just looking as well at the ploughing, and it looks like we've got another strip of land that's been missed out. I really don't know what's going on with that. Yeah. If anyone's any ideas. I mean, what I could do is maybe there's a hidden stump somewhere that's causing the problem. I know with the easy developer mod there is a thing to remove all stumps, but I'd want to make sure before I use that I'd actually got rid of all the visible stumps, because you know that's part of the game, is things like this. So in fact, let's just go and have a quick look and see where it's actually stopped at. So it's stopped here, so you'd expect if it is a stump that's doing it, that it would be somewhere around here. But I can't see anything at all there. But what I am thinking of doing as well, and it's a bit of an outlay that I could really do with not having right now. There's a production, there's a gold production built into the No Man's Land map. And what it needs is stones and methane. So we get methane from silage. I think there's other ways of doing it as well. I think you do it from manure, stuff like that. But so if I was to get a stone picker, and we could maybe just start collecting stones and piling them up somewhere, I think that might be quite a good resource to use. It is part of the game. It's not something I've ever used before, but it's part of this map, so I don't see why it should be off limits. And being able to remove stones from fields would definitely help with our maintenance on our equipment. So it would reduce the amount of damage they get. So there is a benefit to picking the stones up. Especially as I'm going to be keeping on top of ploughing and things like that. You know, you're always going to drag the stones up from doing that. Okay, so that's the harvesting done now. So what I'll do is I'll go and stick some diesel in it, and then I'll set it off in the barley field. And then we'll go and have a look into getting a stone picker and see what sort of costs that's going to incur. I think I'll just stick half a tank in. I don't really want to put too much in here. You know, because we are going to be selling it at some point, so we'll enable straw swath because we haven't got any straw at the moment, and when we get the cows we're going to need that. Right, so I'll just let a worker carry on with that, and we'll get on with some other jobs. So just looking at prices here, sorghum, we've currently got 24,500 litres, and the best price for it is 1578. And our grain mill's on here, so we definitely can't use that. So it's this one here, this 1367, and it's probably on its way down, seeing as we're now in March. So plenty of time to do something with that, so I can wait for your comments and better advice. Yeah, so if I was to get a stone picker, it would definitely be this one, 52,000. So if we then look at the production, factories here, so it'd be one of these towards the end. So this one here, gold production, say we need stones, we need methane, and we need water, and we get gold. I think gold sits at around $25,000 to $30,000. Here we go. Yeah, so $26,000 to $30,000 per 1,000 liters. I mean, it doesn't say how much it produces, but it's only 35,000, and then is this one here, your methane. So you can put in silage, digestate, slurry, beet. Oh, now wood chips. We could put our wood chips in there. That would be a bit of a help instead of selling them. Potatoes or manure. So that would be something to do with the manure when we get cows. So it would only cost us what, 55,000 to get gold production going. And they're relatively small factories. So I think I will buy the stone picker and we'll make a start in collecting the stones. Use those tyres just for, well, for no reason really. Alright, so I'll just quickly unload the combine, because it must be getting full by now. I think barley is quite a high yielding crop. And I've got all these stumps to remove. So yeah, if I came up here with the stump grinder and got rid of everything I can see up there, and then maybe just tried the ease development mod to remove all stumps, and we could see if that makes a difference. I mean, I have looked and I just can't see any stumps anywhere or any collision. So maybe it is hidden below the surface. Maybe I cut it too short. Right, so I'll get up to the store, we'll pick up this stone picker and we'll set the Massey off collecting all the stones. Right, so I'm just going to take over the ploughing for a while. I'm just going to clear this top end of the field as best I can, and then run down that section that it missed earlier on.
I wish we could speak the truth. I wish we could start over. I wish we could make the rules. And I wish that we could be better.
And we'll just try and sort out around this rock.
Maybe we'll know when we get older. Wish I didn't care about you. Oh, I wish I didn't. Oh, I wish I didn't. I can't run away from us. Been thinking you're the one. Been thinking you're the one. The one. I never should have loved you, but I keep holding on. Been thinking you're the one. The one. Been thinking you're the one. The one. Someone told me there's no point, 'cause when it hurts with no return. None of this can be undone. It repeats, but I just never learn. So I try to make stars all shine, and I try to see you from above. Then you call my name, say baby be mine.
Alright, so I think I've got most of that done. I can set a worker off doing the rest. And then I can also set a worker off doing the stone picking. I think this is going to take quite a while. Might not even get it finished this episode. Not sure how quickly it's going to fill up. So seeing as our other two tractors are tied up doing other work, we'll have to empty the combine with the Deutz-Fahr. So we'll just go and tip this into the silo, and then we'll head over, make sure that the stone picker doesn't need emptied. Although I'm not sure if it'll even be able to reach into this trailer. Alright, so the stone picker's done 2 sections and it's only 9% full, so there's probably not that many stones in this field. So I think what I might do, if I have got the power to do it, I should have, is we'll go and spread some lime on our canola field that we just harvested. So there's a bit of lime in it. In fact, I might just check first of all that it does need lime. I think it did. Yeah, it needs lime. I will at some point have to get a mulcher just to get that extra 2% yield. But we've spent a fair bit on equipment at the moment, and I might still place a spinnery down, seeing as we're starting to get wool. And at the same time, I am trying to save up for a new combine, which we're probably going to need $500,000 to be able to buy. And of course the combine is nearly full. Hopefully it'll stop on its way down so we can reach the auger. Okay, so that's that field spread with lime now. I think it also needs ploughing, but for that we'll just use the smaller plough. Probably get it reseeded in the next episode. But the combine is now full and waiting, so that's going to be our priority at the moment. Okay, so that's unloaded, and seeing as there's nothing else to do, I might as well do a bit of combining.
Looking back to when it all began, I was 25, you were 21. Oh, I should have known better then, but my heart was blinded like an old man. I recognized every scene we had, the dust, the twilight, and the city lights. Oh, I didn't see it coming until it was over. Can we go back to what it was before? Like the bad things never came to us. Ooh, I want to make it all go away. Oh, like time, never rain, never rust. Can we go back and figure out it all? Ooh, 'cause I can't find a way out. Anyone can see I'm hurt to the bone. Oh, 'cause time got the best of us, yeah. Waking up, it's Sunday morning, yeah. I don't even know how I got home. Oh, I should have known better than to call you in the night like we're still together. Oh, I am free, but I am falling. 'Cause when it comes to you, I just can't ignore it. 'Cause I never saw you grieve until it was over. Can we go back to what it was before? Like the bad things never came to us. Oh, I want to make it all go away. Yeah, like time, never rain, never rust.
Okay, so our barley harvest is nearly done now. It's been quite a job, really. I'm not sure how much barley we've actually put into the silo, but I'm sure it's quite a lot. The plough is nearly finished. It's on to the sort of last section now, the bit of the sorghum field. About half of that left to do. The stone picker still hasn't filled up, which I'm quite shocked at, really. I really thought that there'd have been a lot more bigger stones there, and I would have had to be emptying it a lot more than, well, I haven't even emptied it once yet. So I'm not sure how that's going in terms of getting stones for our gold production when we finally look into it. So I think I can just let that worker carry on now with the barley. So what I will do, what I actually noticed as well, is that the greenhouses, well, the mushroom and flowers are out of water, so they've stopped producing. What I'm going to do as well is the wood chips. I think the wood chips were part of our, were they part of the methane production? If I go back to that, gold production. No, sorry, methane production. No, perhaps they're not. No, that must be wood chips, maybe. Not what comes out of a sawmill. Anyway, so I'll leave those. But yeah, so what I'm going to do, just park up here, and let's have a look at getting a... Let's see, at getting a spinnery. Now there's that one there, which is 60,000. How big is that? Yeah, it must be 1 minute to 5 because there's the beast. So, I mean, that's quite a nice building. And I do have another one. Is it this one here? This Spinnery here. Again, 60,000. It's just the same. But I actually think that fits in better with the carpentry shop. Here. So we could put that there. I was wanting to build a bit of a car park around here though, so maybe not. I could maybe put it on this side of the road. Cover up where our chickens were. What I'll just do quickly is just check the zone markers. Make sure we've got the right place for the spawn point and the drop off point. Yeah, so we just tip just in front here and it looks like the output is in front of those garage doors. So we could put it in here. It's not really in the way of that field. Say I'll only extend this field up this way. It won't come out anymore. So if I was to just put it about here. I think that's good enough. Which means we're going to have to go to the sheep pen and pick up all the wool from there and get it put into production. Now, what is this combine doing here? Just missed a whole section out, and I don't know why. Alright, so I'm just going to leave the trailer here. We'll go and pick up our other trailer and we'll go and get all this wool from the sheep pen. And we'll get the spinnery in action. It looks like I'll have to finish off just that little section of the barley field there. Next episode we'll get this straw raked up and baled. I'm not sure if I'll be in a position to extend. As I say, I do want to save up for a combine, a bigger combine. But at the same time, it would be nice to be able to take back a bit of that field to put some more buildings down for when we get the new combine. Seeing as our current combine doesn't fit in the yeah, that doesn't even fit in our current shed, so how can I pick up two? Looks like I can. And I'll also go and move these eggs while we're here. Thought a chicken had escaped then, went running across the front of the gate. Right, well, there's definitely going to be room there. So I'll just head over to the spinnery and we'll see what happens to this wool. Right, so as you can see, the Fendt's finished doing the ploughing. And this is where we unload, but just for the sake of the thumbnail, might just unload by manually. Well, I think it was a bit quick there, but we can unload the rest. It was a little bit quick for that, but I think I can just make a better job of it. Kind of want to have the sun's in the wrong spot though, but that's probably not too bad. Okay, so in productions, we're now getting quite a list here. So we can make fabric wool and we can make fabric cotton. Thinking about it, we don't have any cotton, so it'll have to be wool. So we'll activate that. And I just hope with that we can make some clothes. So I'm guessing by the position of the massey there that the stone picker has finally filled up. I'm thinking maybe just this section here, just around these rocks, is where we could maybe put the methane plant and the gold production. Right, so we'll just have to finish off this last strip. I have absolutely no idea why it didn't want to do it, but we're seeing quite a bit of that. I don't know if it's an issue with the map or what. Let's just put the lights on because it's starting to get dark. So I'll probably just leave the stone picker and the plough where they are for now, and we can get that job finished off at the start of the next episode. And the only thing left for me to do will be to refill the greenhouses, move those flowers out of the spawn point. So in our silo we now have 42,500 litres of barley. I mean, I reckon that's got to be enough barley to last us the entire series. So yeah, I'll have to have a look into sorghum, see what's best to do with it, whether it's better to sell it direct or make it into flour. But if any of you know, then yeah, then please let me know. So the last job I've got to do is just to get these greenhouses filled, and that's it. So again, thank you all for watching. I hope you're enjoying the series. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing to my channel. It would really help me out, as would a like on the video. And anything that you think I can do better, or well, anything really, if you want to put it in the comments, please do so. I really enjoy replying to them. So that's it for this episode. Take care everyone, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye for now.